Hi, my name is Andrei Pavlitchouk, and today we're going to talk about certifications. I'm going to go through the website with you and show you guys how to actually understand the certification site. I'm also going to explain to you how partners seek people who are certified and the reasons for them. And after that, we will go through and book an exam together. Hope you enjoyed this one. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is type in Microsoft Certifications in your most favorite browser. After clicking onto that, you will see the Microsoft Certifications page. Now, Microsoft have recently gone onto this whole role-based system, so therefore they're trying to define roles based on certain certifications. So, for example, if you come from an infrastructure background, you would have an administrator. You would have, for example, for the data guys, data engineer, and all of these kind of roles. So what I want to try and do is I want to try and break this down. So how I do this is I usually scroll down here and click on browse role-based certifications. And once we've got the screen up here, if I just X off the certifications, we can see that there's a 272 results from Microsoft, which is a bit scary. But what I'm gonna aim here is to talk about the Azure certifications. So first of all, what we'll do is click on Azure over here, and that way it displays me 66 results for Azure. Now, we're mostly interested in seeing the certifications rather than the exams attached to them, so we will scroll down and click on certification over here. We can see that we have 22 results here. So there are a couple of certifications out here which could be relevant as a speciality. You've got the virtual desktop, the SAP, and you also have the beginner fundamental certifications as well. The thing which I want to say to you is if you are an engineer, just go for the associate or the expert certifications. So if you're starting your run on Microsoft certifications, because the fundamental certifications are meant for like project managers, salespeople, and anybody that kind of wants to get involved with the tech teams but are not actually the ones doing the tech. So really, there are six certifications which I find to be the most useful to get, and the way I have done to show it to you guys is actually if you click on saved here, you can actually add it to like a collection. So what a collection is, it allows you to store any Microsoft article onto like a collection for yourself to browse later on. So you can generate a new collection for like, for example, if you see any Microsoft Learn modules you want to do, any challenges you want to do, and of course any exams or certifications that you want to add. So in this case, we are just going to add the certifications. So what we are going to do now is I've added them to recommended certs collection. So I'm going to click on my profile over here, click on collections, and as you can see on my collections, I will click on then the recommended certs. Now I've added 6 here. There's a reason why I've added 6. It's because I find that these should be the most useful certifications out there, because if you are looking for a career change, or if you are in a business which is like a partner to Microsoft, you may want these certifications over all the others. The reason behind it is that most of the advanced specializations by Microsoft actually want you to have a mix of some of these certifications. So what do I mean by advanced specializations? Now, if I click on here and I click on and I just type in advanced specialization, the first thing that comes up is this. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to have a look at that. So these are kind of like the advanced specializations. I'm only going to cover Azure in this instance, but there are a few others. If you want me to go through it, let me know, and I will definitely release another video. Right, so first, so if we have a quick look at these certifications, you have different aspects, so AI, machine learning, analytics, data warehouse, hybrid cloud, hybrid operating and management, Microsoft Azure Arc, Kubernetes on Microsoft Azure, and etc. etc. Now, if you have a quick look through all of these, you'll see that there's a regular pattern with these, and that most of the certifications that are listed are actually those 6 that are recommended. So if you like open up one of these and go through down, now the first part is the business. So whatever business you're working for, they have to achieve this kind of company requirement from its customers, which is fair enough. But as a career individual, what they are looking for is for people in the business to actually have these certifications. So you will need at least 5 people here, and they will need to hold one of these certifications. So if you go for a couple of these, you're definitely going to help yourself by if you're applying for one of these businesses, and that will definitely help in boosting your chances of a successful career. If we also have a look at Azure Advanced Specialization Partners in our search engine, we can have a look for this case. And we will see that these are all the partners that are listed which have these certifications. So if you're looking for a career and you've got a couple of certifications, maybe try and apply to these partners, because you definitely know that these partners will value certifications across the board. So for silver competency, gold, and also advanced specializations. So I will include some links to all of this in the description below, but I hope this has been great for you and you understand a little bit more on why I'm talking about these. Now let's go through the actual certifications. So we have 6 certifications over here. So the first one that we are gonna cover is if you are from an infrastructure background, you might want to go for the Azure Administrator Associate first, and then follow it up maybe with either the Solutions Architect Expert if you're looking to, get advanced more in Azure. Or if you, for example, are going into like an infrastructure code role and DevOps engineer, then definitely go for this one. If you're from a developer background, then you may want to start with the Azure Developer Associate, and then afterwards go into the DevOps Engineer Expert certification, and then Security Engineer might be the better option for you. If you've done data, you could do the Data Engineer, and then maybe follow up with the Solutions Architect Expert as well to actually go for the infrastructure. So that's what you might want to get if you're from a certain background. All of these should definitely have the Security Engineer Associate as well attached to them, because no matter what you do, you really should have security in your mind as well. So there we are, that we have these certifications. So for example, if we wanted to have a look and we wanted to look at certification. So we've got Azure Data Engineer Associate. They have some text in red which tells you what exam is being replaced and some notification. So in this case, they basically replaced the DP200 and DP201 with the DP203 exam, which means you only need to do one exam to get this certification. And they show you the path that you need to take over here. So you can also download the certification skills outline, and you can have a look at all of this topics and see what you may need to revise with these topics. Now that and then we'll just go back over here. And then they also have modules for these topics. So these are pretty cool because some of them have actually great topics, and some of them actually have exam labs. So it's like it's practice labs, and you actually log in and do some actions on it. So it's pretty great. I think Microsoft Learn are doing a wonderful job to actually offer this for free to get this certification, which is pretty good. I know a colleague of mine who's basically studied on a DevOps engineer expert just through Microsoft Learn, and he was able to get this certification. I didn't go this way because I didn't realize how actually useful it is. But as you can see, you can actually press save on the module, and you can create a new collection. So for example, I can do learning, and then let me just save new collection, learning, and then submit. So I'm going to submit this to my learning. So therefore I know that I have this in my collection, and then I can check it anytime that I want to by clicking on the top and clicking on the collections. So yeah, that's pretty much Microsoft Learn. So once you've kind of gone through the modules, maybe look into some exam practice labs from a couple of different ones. I'll be covering that in a couple of weeks' time. But and then what you might want to do is, as the first thing before you study, is you want to schedule your exam. So as I mentioned in my previous video, I recommend a month. I would choose the country and then click on schedule exam to actually go through it, and it might ask you to fill in your certification profile over here. So if you've done it before, then just make sure it's up to date. If you need to change it, then definitely change it up. Then what you need to do is press continue, and then you will see over here. Now, if you've done one of these Microsoft Ignite challenges, sometimes it comes up here, which is registered with your address. But most of the time you won't see it here. However, there are challenges, Microsoft challenges, which you can do, which actually give you a discount. I will include a link with all of that in the description below. So if we go into the schedule exam, I'm not sure if this will let me because I already did this exam. Yep, it's already taken the exam. But what I'm trying to say is, if you actually go through and it's pretty much next, 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 you just select your date, your time that you want to do it, and then yeah, just pay the fee, and that's it. It's pretty self-explanatory, but this is how you would get to that page and how you would go through there. Once you've gone through the screen, now, of course, you might want to have a look at the email that you receive. Now, when you pick the schedule for the exam, what it might have suggested to you whether you wanted to do it at a local test center or do it remotely. Now, the thing is, for me, I choose always remotely a little bit because I find that that's a little bit more easier because I have my own equipment, which I can actually rely on a little bit more. Now, the next bit I want to say is that once you do that, you will get your confirmation. If you booked it at a test center, it will tell you the date and location of the test center. But if you've booked it online, it's going to actually display to you like a test your system kind of deal. So you can like click on test your system, and that will generate your on view. You basically copy the access code, download it, run the on view to make sure that you can actually use this system for doing it online at home. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm hoping it was really useful to you. If you really liked it, please follow me on LinkedIn. Please like, subscribe, and hit that bell on YouTube. Until next week,